Hello and welcome to today's match. The El Segundo Eagles take on the Leuzinger Olympians in boys volleyball. The Leuzinger Olympians start by a nice ace in the back right corner. The second serve coming to Leuzinger. Tyler Libero with the pass. Outside set to Hunter Hovland, who spikes it down the line, tying up the score to 1-1. Up to serve is Chris Gentile. Leuzinger passes it over on one. The Eagles come back. Kevin Kretzmer with the set to Ryan Rojas, outside hitter. Leuzinger called with a lift. Chris Gentile up to serve again. A serve that lands in the middle of the court. Some confusion for Leuzinger. Point El Segundo. The serve lands deep corner. Number 13 for Leuzinger. Cannot convert. Point El Segundo, 4-1. Serve lands in the middle of the court. And a Leuzinger shot out of bounds. Leuzinger's free ball gets over the court and lands in the middle of the court. Chris Gentile cannot convert. Leuzinger with the serve, number 8. Ball lands in the middle, dug by Tyler Mons. Set to Ryan Rojas for the outside hit. Leuzinger comes back with the set, hits the antenna out of bounds. Tyler Mons with the serve for El Segundo. The serve is good, and a shank to the back court, where it's hit over on two. Kevin Kretzmer with the set for the opposite, Hunter Hovland. He spikes it down in the middle of the court. Substitution for Leuzinger. Libero comes in. Tyler Mons with the serve. A deep pass, which is hit over on one by middle Justin Chow. Tyler Mons with a short serve, hits the net. Leuzinger's serve is long, is called out of bounds. Up next to serve is Hunter Hovland. Nice little float serve is returned over on one and is called in the deep corner. A little confusion for the Eagles. Leuzinger with the serve. Falls just short. Which leads the score to be 10-4. Ryan Rojas up for the serve. Ball is shanked out of bounds by Leuzinger, 11-4. Ryan Rojas with the serve again. Ball is set for the outside, number 39. And is called out of bounds. Point El Segundo. Serve is up for Leuzinger to hit, but doesn't clear the net. Point El Segundo, 13-4. Ryan Rojas with the serve again. Deep serve. Leuzinger puts it up for their outside. Nice tip from El Segundo's front row. Set for the A-ball hit by Hunter Hovland. Substitution for Leuzinger. Ryan Rojas with the serve. Set is up, and a nice shot by 39 for Leuzinger. Kevin Kretzmer with the set. Christian Thiel with the hit, but is blocked. Point Leuzinger. Falls right in the middle of the court. Number 10 for Leuzinger with the serve, but is short. Does not clear the net. Tyler Montz comes out for Matt Kubik in the front row. Justin Chow with the serve. Right on the line. Ryan Rojas comes up for the save. And Christian Thiel hits the ball out of bounds off of the net. Leuzinger with the serve. Short serve. Passed by Ryan Rojas. Set by Kretzmer. And a lift is called once again for Leuzinger. Up to serve is the setter for the team, Kevin Kretzmer. A nice short float. Lands in the middle of the court. Landing the Eagles their first ace of the game. Kretzmer with the serve again. It is returned over on one. Tyler Mon steps up for the dig. And Christian Thiel outside is called out of bounds. Leuzinger, number 12, with the serve. Nice roll is returned by Ryan Rojas, who sets up Matt Kubik for the one ball. Christian Thiel with the serve. And the ball is called out of bounds. Number 39 for Leuzinger with the serve. Christian Thiel with the high ball pass. Sets up Ryan Rojas for the hit. And is returned over on one. Kevin with the Atom System set. And Ryan Rojas to finally end the rally with the tool off of Leuzinger's blockers. Timeout is called by Leuzinger. The Eagles should have a good team this year with all of their starters being seniors, except for one, sophomore Hunter Hovland. El Segundo with the serve, Tyler Montz. Is returned over on three. Kevin Kretzmer sets up Ryan Rojas for the hit. and is shanked out of bounds. El Segundo with a commanding lead of 20-8. Tyler Montz with the serve. The serve is good, is returned over on 2 by Leuzinger. Tyler Montz with the dig. And is set for Hunter Hovland, who tools it off of Leuzinger's blockers. Serve is good. Leuzinger having a hard time passing the ball. And is blocked twice by the middle Justin Chow. Good defense on that play. Serve is good. Over on 1. Sets up Hunter Hovland with the kill, landing at Leuzinger's feet, making the score 23-8. Eagles. Tyler Montz with the serve again. Serve is returned over on 1. Set by Chris Gentile. Set to Justin Chow for the 1. Making it game point for the Eagles. The serve is good. Returned over on 1. And is slammed down by Justin Chow to win the game 25-8 Eagles. Kevin Kretzmer starting off game number 2 with the serve. Nice short float returned by Leuzinger. Set for the outside, but is blocked by Matt Kubek. Start the game for the Eagles, 1-0. Kretzmer with the serve again. And Leuzinger cannot pass, making the score 2-0 in favor of the Eagles. Leuzinger's set out of system, set over on 3, which sets Chris Gentile, and Leuzinger can't keep it alive. Kevin Kretzmer with the serve. Nice up by Leuzinger, sets the outside, but is called with a double. Nice short serve, retrieved by Leuzinger. Let's hit it over with a bump. Ryan Rojas with the dig. Sets the opposite. Hunter Hovland would is hit out of bounds by Leuzinger. Point El Segundo. Kevin Kretzmer with the serve. Nice high ball set, but is bumped over by Leuzinger. Tyler Montz with the pass, who sets up Chris Gentile, who hits it straight down. Point El Segundo, making the score 6-0. Kevin Kretzmer with the serve. And Leuzinger cannot hit it over. Ball is shanked out of bounds by Leuzinger. Kretzmer's short float sets up Hunter Hovland for the hit. Nobody is up. 9-0. Leuzinger with the up. Sets the outside. A long hit by Leuzinger is called out. And the Eagles take a 10-0 lead. Substitutions: Hunter Hovland, Ryan Rojas, and Christian Thiel come out of the game. Kretzmer with the serve. And the one-handed balls cannot convert, making the score 11-0. An 11-0 run for Kevin Kretzmer serving. Substitution for Leuzinger. Timeout. The Eagles are going to be facing a tough season this year, as they are going to be facing some pretty good teams, the Torrance teams, North, South, and West. They have all came back with all of their starters, just as El Segundo has done. So hopefully Leuzinger can pull it together after Kevin Kretzmer has single-handedly made an 11-0 run. Another point, making it 12-0. Nice high ball pass for Leuzinger, sets the outside. And the down ball doesn't get over the net. 13-0 for the Eagles. Nice short float is shanked. Leuzinger can't retrieve it. Point El Segundo. Serve is good. Lands in the middle of the court. And is set over on two. It is saved by number 16 for the Eagles. And Leuzinger cannot convert after hitting it into the net. Kretzmer with the serve. Leuzinger hits it over on one, but is set up for a Kubik, who hits it down in the front row. The serve is good. A high ball set up for the down ball for Leuzinger, which is called out of bounds, making the score 17-0 for the Eagles. Deep serve is retrieved by a high ball set outside for Leuzinger. A dig by John, sets up number 16. He slams it down, 18-0. Kretzmer with the serve. Another deep ball. And is hit over on one. Sets up Kubik in the front row. And number 43 cannot convert the ball. The serve lands in the front row and is set up for the outside and lands just short. Kubik with the set. And another hit by PJ on that outside. And Leuzinger can't convert, making the score 20-0, giving the Eagles a commanding lead in the second game. Kretzmer's float faults in the middle. And is hit over, saved by Kretzmer. Set in the back row by John. And is hit over by Nick Curcio. Point El Segundo. Kevin Kretzmer with the serve. Short float. It's hit over on one for Leuzinger. And the Eagles' 21-0 run has finally ended, with Leuzinger gaining a point off of the block. And here's Leuzinger's serve for the first time of the game. Ball is saved by John Lundeen. Sets Matt Kubik for the tip. And the points, 22-1, El Segundo. The serve is good, falls short with a high ball pass by 19. And the down ball makes its way over the net. Some confusion on the set for El Segundo. And is hit over on two. Sets John Lundeen. But a high pass results for a point for Leuzinger. Number 8, Leuzinger for the serve. Short, lands in the net. Substitution for El Segundo. Matt Kubik for Justin Chow. Tyler Montz comes with the serve and the save. Justin Chow tries to convert for the Eagles, but is blocked. But a net is called on Leuzinger, making the score 24 for the Eagles. Game point. And Leuzinger tries to answer back with the serve. Leuzinger's serve is good. He sets up Justin Chow for the middle one. It was called out of bounds, 24-4. Leuzinger's deep ball serve is good. Tyler Montz sets it over on three. And Leuzinger comes back with the first ball over. Kevin Kretzmer with the save to Nick Curcio for the outside hit. And Leuzinger's hit is dug by Tyler Montz. A high set by Kevin Kretzmer. And finally, the Eagles have it back. And John Lundeen ends the rally by hitting it out of bounds, giving Leuzinger another point. Number 12, Leuzinger with the serve. Set by Tyler Montz. Sets John Lundeen for the outside. And Leuzinger, with a high ball save, sets Justin Chow, who tips it over for the win, 25-5, giving the Eagles 2 games to Leuzinger's none. Game number 3 starts with Leuzinger's serve. A deep pass by John Lundeen. Sets up Hunter Hovland for the kill. And is quickly substituted out Hunter Hovland for Nick Curcio. El Segundo with the serve. Leuzinger has trouble hitting it over on two. Kretzmer with a one-handed set. and Leuzinger is called for a net violation. Segundo's serve is good. Number 10 comes and lands on the Eagles side of the court. An outside approach that just went a little too long. Game delay as number 10 for Leuzinger seems to need a substitution. Segundo with the serve. The deep pass. Just set out of system for Leuzinger. Tyler Montz with the pass. Kevin Kretzmer sets Nick Curcio. Leuzinger with the down ball. Kevin Kretzmer sets up Matt Kubik, who hits it off Leuzinger's blockers, making the score 4-0. Long ball serve. Set over on 2. Tyler Montz tries to make the save. Nobody is there for that second pass, giving Leuzinger their first point of the game. Serve is good. High ball from John Lundeen. It's given back to him. And after a tip by Leuzinger, nobody can retrieve the ball, giving John Lundeen his first kill of the game. Tyler Montz for the serve. Down ball from Leuzinger. And Tyler Montz with a one-handed save. Set from John Lundeen, but some confusion in the back row as Segundo cannot hit the ball over the net. Number 30, Leuzinger with the serve. Nice high ball pass. Tyler Montz with the set, who sets up Curcio for that outside again. And Tyler Montz with the save, but cannot complete it, as Leuzinger gains their third point of the game. Number 30 with the serve again. Lands for Tyler Montz. Justin Chow barely tips it over in the front row and cannot save it as it falls just behind him from a tip. Score is 5-4 in favor of the Eagles. Number 30 with the serve again. Kretzmer sets up John Lundeen as another net violation against Leuzinger is called, giving Segundo the point. Nick Curcio making his debut of serving. It's hit over on 2. Tyler Montz with the hit. And another net violation is called against Leuzinger. 7-4 Eagles. Nick Curcio with the serve again. And it's just short. A little confusion for Leuzinger. Second ball hit a little too close to the net, giving the Eagles their 8th point of the game. Nick Curcio to serve again. Number 20 with the back save. And number 12 cannot hit the ball over the net. 9-4 Eagles. Nick Curcio to serve again. Nice high ball set for number 8 outside. Can't get the ball over the net. 10-4 Eagles. Curcio with a long serve. Is hit over on 3. As Kevin Kretzmer sets up Justin Chow for that 3 ball, which they've been doing a lot this game. And here's Nick Curcio with another serve. High ball set for number 8, which is tipped back from Leuzinger. Play is called out of bounds, giving El Segundo another point. 12-4. The serve is just good. It's the top of the net. And Leuzinger tries to hit the ball over, but falls just on the other side of the antenna. Out of bounds. Curcio's serve lands in that middle back position again. And Leuzinger cannot convert. Nick Curcio continuing his serving run. Serves another high ball pass for the back row. Kevin Kretzmer makes the outside set by John Lundeen. And Leuzinger cannot pass the ball. Score is 15-4 in favor of the Eagles. Curcio with the serve. Curcio with the ace, as there is some confusion in the back row for Leuzinger. 16-4. Curcio with the serve. An out-of-system set, but is called for the double. Curcio's serve is good. And Leuzinger's pass just a little too high, and Justin Chow takes advantage of that and hits the ball straight down, giving him another kill for the game. Another serve by Curcio. Leuzinger sets the outside. A down ball just hits the top of the net, and Curcio cannot retrieve the ball in time, making the score 18-5 in favor of the Eagles. Chris Gentile comes in the game for Justin Chow as the middle, and Leuzinger's serve is served out of bounds, giving the Eagles another point. John Lundeen is up for the serve. And it is served over on 1. Kretzmer with the middle by Chris Gentile. Number 8 for Leuzinger hits the ball over. Out of bounds for the Eagles. Here's Leuzinger with the serve. A short serve, but Tyler Mons retrieves the ball. And a bump set. Falls just in the middle of the 10-foot line. Kevin Kretzmer tries to push over on 2. Chris Gentile with the out-of-system set. And Kevin Kretzmer with a hit, giving him his first kill of the game. Chris Gentile with the serve. High ball pass by Leuzinger, who sets the outside. And Leuzinger tips it over at the last moment, taking advantage of that open spot that the Eagles have not been covering this whole game. Number 8 for Leuzinger with the serve. Deep serve is called out of bounds. El Segundo with the serve. And Leuzinger tries to keep it alive, but it doesn't go over the net. 22-7, Eagles. Kevin Kretzmer with the serve. Nice high ball pass. And again, Leuzinger is called for that double. Christian Thiel comes in, back row for Tyler Montz. Kretzmer with a jump serve. And Leuzinger takes advantage of that gap once again by hitting over on one. Nick Curcio with the hit. Kevin Kretzmer sets the outside. As Leuzinger blocks the ball, giving them the serve once again and the point. Leuzinger is number 12 with the serve. Is dug by John Lundeen. Set to Matt Kubik in the front row for the kill, making the point 24-8 in favor of the Eagles. Match point. Serve is up. Low pass, but is hit over. Christian Thiel with the save. And Matt Kubik with the tip to finally end the game. El Segundo Eagles have defeated the Leuzinger Olympians. Thank you for watching. This has been an El Segundo Cable broadcast.